Oh my god, guys. The 20-second Dragon Ball Legends reveals and stuff has just ended, and we got a ton of amazing information for everything we're going to be receiving in the game once we get these updates. But normally I would start breaking down things and like letting you guys know the information up front, but this time around I think it's a lot more important for you guys to see my reaction first and then break down everything else afterwards. So with that being said, here is, I guess, segmented portions of my reactions to the 20-second Dragon Ball Legends reveals and stuff. 13?
Fusion Android 13 is getting a Zenkai award.
13 getting a Zenkai?
With Android
What the
I'm
heck?
super excited to hear.
So you'd better
Is it time? Is it time? Please be a duo. Please be a duo. Or not duo. Tag unit. Please be a tag unit. Please be a tag unit. Oh, they are a tag. Let's go! Finally! Finally! Oh my God! Finally! Yeah, LF.
Let's go.
Excel dance. Yes! Let's go!
Now die! Time to end this.
Oh, I've waited far too long for this. I've waited far too long for this.
Sucks to be you right now.
You are not surviving
Oh, man.
Legends Limited.
What's going on? Superhero! Let's
The
go!
release of Dragon Ball Super superhero movie.
Let's
Legends
go!
is holding a special campaign. We have a ton of exciting content planned, so let's get right into it.
Yo!
First up,
Up to 100 free. Yo, they're going crazy.
players can play up to 100 summons for free. You can get one consecutive
That
summon
Red
ticket
Piccolo is
each
actually
day
really good
for up
now
to 10 days.
because of the
Make sure
his
you log
rank
in
and tier for
during the
PvP.
campaign and get loads of character with those
But
free
I think I have
summons.
all of them maxed out anyway, so that doesn't do me good. Super login bonus, okay?
The login bonus has powered up with even
I can't
more
wait to get
rewards,
those sleeves.
Meaning you can get a bunch of Chrono Crystals and energy tanks. Plus, we've even got arts card sleeves based
Yeah,
on the
I'm
movie
getting them
just for
sleeves.
you.
I'll actually
You
probably
can
keep
get
them sleeves
from
on.
the login bonus, so don't miss it out.
The mug's clean.
Next, this is our final announcement for today. It is
No. Oh my God! Gamma 1! Gamma 1! Gamma 1? Gamma 2! What? Yo! No, Android's finna go crazy. Wait, Dawn and Piccolo? I'll take Gamma 1 and 2.
Gamma
I'll take
1
it.
and-
I still cannot believe what we just saw. Oh my goodness. But now that you guys have seen my reaction, let's actually break it down. So, very first thing is that we're going to be getting Zenkai Awakening for Fusion 13. Very, very old unit. Very old unit. And not only that, I really did not see this coming. But here we are. We're going to get a Zenkai Awakening for him, which it is what it is. So anyway, we already know what typing he is and all that. But his unique abilities, restores own vanishing gauge on special arts hit, which is, it sounds good on paper, but obviously you have to be able to land the attack, so that's very situational. It doesn't really scream promise though. But of course, if you're able to land the hit, then that's great. But as of right now, that's nothing crazy, especially with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku being a thing and how he gets his vanish back. Yeah, this is definitely kind of like meh, but still unlock all unique abilities to restore key and draw a strike arts card when entering the battlefield, which that is good. If that's not locked between a certain amount of timer counts or a certain amount of times that you can do it, then that's actually good ability, because being able to restore your key and then get a card afterwards to be able to continue your combo is good. That can help with either extending combos even further or being able to stall out to be able to like situate the battle however you want. And then powered up strike and defensive capabilities make this character reliable in a pinch. Again, they gave us no real details about this unit, so there's not much to go off of. But what I will say is, as of right now, everything that we saw on the surface is kind of subpar, personally speaking. But who knows? Again, there's probably more abilities that we don't know about. Actually, no, for a fact, there's definitely more abilities that we don't know about. But we won't find out until we actually get access to the unit. But anyway, I don't even care about Zenkai 13, all right? We're focusing on the big information now, all right? Starting off with something that I have been waiting far too long for. Okay, like, and you guys can go check on Twitter because I made this tweet literally a few days ago. We are finally getting a tag LF Android 17 and 18, with the LF, of course, being Excel Dance. Yes! I've waited far too long for this. Way too long. But let's actually get into it. So it says LL Android 17 and 18. So it starts off with Android 17, of course. He's a range type, red unit. Tags are Android, future, girls, obviously, because 18's on the team as well. And of course, powerful opponent. So, unique abilities. Z ability 3 increases tag Android, tag powerful opponent, or tag future base blast attack and defense, and increases tag Android's base strike defense during battle. So, of course, you have a solid amount of teams that you can use them on. I would say right now the prominent two would probably be what? Like maybe, especially with all the buffs that this tag is getting, definitely Android and future as well. Powerful opponent, there's definitely some solid units on the team, so you could make that work. But seeing that it has that extra perk for androids with the base strike defense, you're more than likely going to want to use androids, which will be completely justifiable once we get to the other portion of this. Continuing, we have the main ability, obviously switch to 18. Reverses own element factors, which is good, because remember, when Goku and Vegeta released, they said that more than likely won't be a continuous thing, and now they brought it back for 17 and 18. Really, really good ability, and that's going to help out on androids a ton. Continuing, restores own key, increases arts card draw speed, and reduces special move arts cost, which is all good, because now you get more cards, you restore your key, and it reduces your special move, which means that you get a higher probability of being able to use it quickly without wasting too much key. That's good. Unique ability, increases damage inflicted against tag Super Saiyan or tag Saiyan, cannot be canceled. That is good, especially because, again, one of the units that's running rampant right now is Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, a yellow unit that's going crazy. And it also helps that 17 is a range type, because since he is one, that means that you have more than likely a lower probability of getting your cards sealed by Goku, cards specifically being strike cards. So that's going to help out a lot. Anyway, nullifies enemies' restores own health when it reaches 0 effects. When this character attacks, cannot be canceled. This character nullifies endurance by breathing. Like, let that sink in. They nullify endurance just by existing, which is going to be extremely powerful, because remember, if you pair them up on powerful opponent, there is also another unit that takes advantage of that, who also falls under that tag, being LF Full Power Frieza. LF Full Power Frieza also nullifies endurance just by existing. So that's going to be extremely powerful and put a lot of pressure on units that have endurance, because all they have to do is attack you to death, and that's it. You're not coming back. So that is a really, really good perk. Continuing, increases damage inflicted, reduces damage received, and reduces blast arts cost when battle starts, or when this character enters the battlefield via tag switch. So it's good, just buffs and reduces blast arts cost, which is great. That means you'll have a longer probability of comboing. Restores own health and increases damage inflicted upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. That is going to be good. So each hit that you land makes your next hit stronger, and you restore your health. So it's kind of like, like you have your damage buff, and then you have the buff of being able to heal. Kind of like how Vegeta functions, in a sense, where every time he attacks, you will heal. So that's tag Vegeta specifically. So that's good. And of course, they have special cover change against blast arts attacks, comboable with special move arts. So there is also that, which is good. They have blast arts, or blast cover, and then you can actually use that to cover into special move, which is good. And again, them being a red unit is fantastic, because if they could function without being a red unit, but them being a red unit does help out a lot. Like, let's not cap. Okay, moving on to 18, obviously same tags, but she has the reversed red element factor. It says Android 18 unique abilities, Z ability 3 increases tag Android, tag powerful opponent, or tag feature base blast attack and defense, and increases tag Android base strike defense during battle. Main ability, tag switch to Android 17, reverses own element factors, which that is really, really good. And of course, for anybody who's like new to Dragon Ball Legends and doesn't really understand that mechanic, much like how it is for tag Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, where Goku is an actual purple unit and Vegeta is a reverse purple unit, That's exactly how it functions with 17 and 18. So 17 is an actual red unit who will be strong against yellow units, but 18 is a reverse red unit. That means that she'll deal extra damage against blue units. And that's actually a really, really good perk right now, because again, the two best units in the game, bar none, are both Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and Ultra Gogeta. And what element factor are those two? Yellow and blue respectively. So that is going to be extremely powerful in this meta. So it gives me really high hopes for this unit. Anyway, continuing, restores own health and ki and reduces enemy ki. And of course, reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 1, activates 3 times. So if you manage to get 18 in 3 times, you reduce the enemy's Dragon Balls by 1 each time, up to a total of 3, which is good. Now, unique ability, increases damage inflicted against Tag Super Saiyan or Tag Saiyan, cannot be canceled. That is actually not only really good, but that's going to be a very powerful counter against Gogeta, or at least on paper. On paper, it should be. But seeing it in execution, I'm pretty sure that it'll actually be executed very well. So, moving on, of course, nullifies enemy, restores own health when it reaches 0 effects. When this character attacks, cannot be canceled. Again, same perk as 17. She nullifies endurance just by breathing. Increases damage inflicted, reduces damage received, and reduces blast arts cost when this character enters the battlefield via attack switch. Same thing as 17. Slightly restores vanishing gauge and increases damage inflicted upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. Really nice, especially getting your vanish back. That could really, really help. And special cover change against blast arts and comboable with special move, just like 17. So, yeah, this sounds really powerful. Again, we're in a meta where red units are gonna be important against Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, but this right here counters both Goku and Gogeta. Very, very powerful. So I'm actually really glad that we got this as our next tag unit. Now, that was normally where this was supposed to end. And there was a lot of speculation about the next thing that I'm going to bring up because of certain delays that was happening. But we are actually also going to be receiving Dragon Ball Super superhero units. We are getting both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Now note that we do still have to deal with the delays for the movie. So because of that, the English voice actors for Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are not going to be in the game on release, which is a similar scenario to what happened when we got Sparking Dispo the first time around, but that's completely understandable. Again, the movie has been delayed. We don't know who the English voice actors are. It is what it is. They'll be added at a later date. But the fact that we're getting Gamma 1 and 2 is still incredible, and I'm extremely excited for this. Anyway, we do have details on these units as well. So for Gamma 1, he's a green unit and is a range type, and the tag he's on is Android, but he's obviously also going to fall on Sagas from the movies. So we only know the unique abilities right now, which is he increases blast damage inflicted when faced with an enemy and increases critical rate upon activating blast arts, which is good. So the more blast arts you land, the higher his crit rate goes. Change strike arts into blast arts and reduces blast arts cost upon special arts activation. So you use your special skill, you change your strike into blast, which again is very important in this current meta, and it reduces your blast arts cost, which means that you're more than likely going to be able to utilize more of your blast than if you were to not use your special skill. Increases crit rate upon activating special move arts, which is also good. So again, you land your special move and you increase your crit. It restores ally health when enemy uses special move arts. So you can also use them relatively defensively, if you will. Have him in, if they use a special move, obviously he'll take damage. He's not a defense type by any means, but if you do that, then your allies restore health, which could be a very powerful tool. And now, moving on to Gamma 2. Again, same scenario as Gamma 1. English voice actor, not available right now. He'll be getting it at a later date. It is what it is. Anyway, Gamma 2 is a melee type and a blue unit on androids, and of course, he'll more likely be on Sagas from the movies. Unique abilities, reduces enemies' sustained damage cut effects, and increases own critical rate when enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield, which is good. So both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 focus on building up their crit damage to deal extra damage against the opponent, which helps significantly. And of course, having sustained damage cut or reducing that from the enemy helps out towards landing crits on them even more. Increases critical damage upon activating special move arts, again, much like Gamma 1. Reduces own strike and blast arts cost, and increases art card draw speed according to the number of timer counts elapsed. So again, reduces strike and blast, and increases arts card draw speed according to the number of timer counts elapsed, which means that this is a unit you want to keep alive for the long run. The longer the battle goes on, the stronger Gamma 2 gets, and that's what you want to take advantage of. And of course, it ends off by saying a strike and critical specialist, which, based off of these details, it sounds pretty solid. Now, we don't actually know the release of these units. I personally would have assumed that they would come alongside this current update, only because of the fact that Dragon Ball Super Superhero was supposed to release in Japan in 3 days. Originally, it's been delayed all the way up until, I believe, June 11th, but originally it was supposed to release in 3 days. So I would assume that these units are going to be coming alongside, 17 and 18 and whatnot. If that were to happen, that will be awesome. But I think the only details we have currently is that Gamma 1 is going to be a free unit. It shows special missions where you can get Gamma 1 Z power are coming soon. So Gamma 1 is a free unit, which is going to be great. I'm assuming Gamma 2 will also be a free unit as well. Whether he comes alongside Gamma 1 or comes at a later date is to be determined. But more than likely, when it comes down to the summonable units, though, that's more than likely going to be Gohan and Piccolo and whatnot. But only time will tell. And also, the one thing that I wanted to break down is the reason why all this is also important is because Cell also just got his Platinum equipment, which makes him a very powerful unit. So now androids went from being either kind of meh or somewhere lower than that to potentially a prominent team now, which is very, very important. Again, you got Zenkai 13, more than likely going to be a bench unit for 17 and 18, which is perfectly fine. You got, of course, 17 and 18. You have Gamma 1 and 2, and you have Cell. Right now, androids is sounding very well-rounded right now. But again, I'm just extremely excited for all this. I do want to know you guys' thoughts on all of this information in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.